Hi guys, Dragonath here. Today I'm going to bring you my Pokemon deck profile.
Because you suck.
Wow. With Housefriend here. Yeah, he's in the background. I've made the most shabby. God, I wish I could take a photo of it, but I'm actually using my iPhone and not my camera because it died whilst making other videos and I don't have my charger with me. I made the most shabby setup. God, I'm using 2 dice.
What we should do is we should
camera.
take a photo of it and link it in the comments.
You should, it's so funny. Anyway, should get into this. So this is my Gengar Wobbuffet deck. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna put this shit out either.
You're just gonna throw it on the table, sort of like.
Just toss it
sort
out.
Something like that.
Just fucking stop, mate.
Throw it.
Fucking stop. I run 3 Gengar-EX. Still don't know if I want to run 4.
Four would help you get it turn 1, but at the same time you don't want it to clog.
Yeah, and 2 Mega Gengar-EX and 2 Spirit Link, but I'll show them later. That's a main attacker, and then the idea of the Mega Gengar is if I come up against really powerful decks like Groudon, Primal Groudon, or ones that have really big attacks but a really high energy cost, I can usually like turn 2 attack with Mega Gengar to make it easier on myself. I also run Triple Wobbuffet, or Wub, as I like to call him, and you've started calling him that because it sounds better.
Wobub.
Wobub is awesome because he also stops Shaman, which I run 1 of. If I start with a Wobbuffet, it's a bit annoying because I can't really get like damage off early, but it will lock my opponent out from trying to Shaman and like draw like 29 million cards
Draw all the cards.
in their first turn. But yeah, he's interesting. He works the way he needs to work. Also, it's really good because with Gengar-EX, if I manage to get a Dark Corridor off and he attacked with a Muscle Band, it does 80 plus poison, so 90. And by the time it ticks over back to Wobbuffet, I'll be doing like 180 damage. So it works really nice. Or if I go 60 poison, by the time it gets Wobbuffet, I'll be doing 90 damage. Yes, 90 damage. So we're taking 80. So that'll kill a 110 in 2 hits. Next up is supporter lineup. I run 1 Shauna and 4 Sycamore for the non-full arts. And then for the full arts, I have a nice lineup of 2 Birch, 2 Lysander, a Pokemon Fan Club, a Pokemon Center Lady, and a Team Ace. Team Ace is excellent with this deck. And reasons I'm sure you'll find out a little bit later. I hope this is...
Is it getting it in the picture?
Yeah, the focus is a little bit out. That should be better now. But
Team Ace combos really well with a card that you'll see coming up in the item lineup.
yes. And Pokemon Center Lady is just a really good tech. And obviously you should be running 2 Lysanders in this game.
It's not a really good tech, it's just a tech you like to run.
It's a really good tech in my deck, just because I like to deny a lot. As doesn't work for my deck because it doesn't put energies out very quickly, so... yeah. I run, for items, 2 Mega Gengar Spirit Links. Well, Gengar Spirit Links. 2 Ultra Balls, because I don't really need 3 in this. I mean, because I already run the 1 Fan Club.
And you don't run a very high count of Pokemon anyway.
Yeah, and I run a low Pokemon count because I run other stuff. 2 Switch, because if I was running 4 Gengar, I'd run 3 Switch. And I'd run like 4 Wobbuffets. But 2 Switch at the moment because there are times I'll still need them even though I run Mystery Energies. 3 Muscle Band because, as aforementioned, it can do a lot of damage with Gengar and Wobbuffet combos. 3 Enhanced Hammer because I like to deny. 3 Trainer's Mails because any card in any TCG that lets you 1-for-1 search X amount of cards to get something is
very good.
Really good. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Imagine a Yu-Gi-Oh card where you can search the top 4 cards of your deck and like grab something.
Even top 2 cards and add 1 without any drawbacks. I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's Pot of Duality, which is you search 1 of 3.
And it has a drawback.
It has big drawbacks. You can't special summon that turn. And you can only play 1. Trainer's Mail has no limit. You just can't add a Trainer's Mail. So it really adds a lot of consistency, which this deck needs. Next up is I run 3 Verse Seekers. If you have another foil one of these, because this one's not foil, please comment down below.
He will buy it off of you.
I will get it off you. I am really looking forward to getting 1 or 2 more of these. I actually found these lying around in a pile of cards my brother left me ages back, and I was enthralled. I saw one, I'm like, oh sweet, and I looked behind it and there was another one. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, they're beautiful. Obviously Verseeker does what Verseeker does, just add stuff back from, add supporters back from your discard, which is really good because it means I've got like technically an extra 2 of any of these, or extra 3 of any of these. And last but not least, 4 Robo Subs. Again, this deck is about denial. There's denial there, there's denial there, and there's denial with the center lady. Generally, this is like a Donphan deck where you will Gengar Dark Corridor into Robo Sub and just deny them from taking prizes unless they use Lysander up. And if they use Lysander up, well, they're using up their supporter for the turn, which is also pretty good. Given that some decks can get past that, yeah, it doesn't matter. But 4 of these, and it was really tricky how I wanted to make the deck because I wanted to make sure there was 3 Trainers Mail, so I had enough to search these out, so I made sure I had one like almost every turn for the first few turns of the game before I had everything set up. Because although I can get some really quick damage out with this deck, it does fall short where I don't have an unlimited amount of energy to put on. And the final part of the deck is 4 Dimension Valleys. I'm going to energy now. This card, obviously it's for Stadium Wars, but the other main point of this is that if you have Dimension Valley out, your Wobbuffet attacks for 1 Psychic Energy.
Your Gengar's attack for free, or they attack for 2 energy.
Yeah, the Night Attack is for free, or the Dark Corridors for 2 energies, of like anything as long as 1 Psychic. Without that, it's a Psychic and a double colorless, or 3 Psychics. So, yeah, it kind of really speeds it up. And the same with the Mega Gengar. It doesn't do anything for Shaman EX, however. Wouldn't do anything for Hooper if I was running that as well. I run 4 Mystery Energies because, again, they give me free retreat, which is pretty much pivotal for this deck. Because they take 2 energy cost off all my Psychics. Gengar-EX has 2 energy costs, so that's a free retreat. Mega Gengar has 1, so it's a free retreat, and Wobbuffet's got 2, so it's a free retreat.
Beast queue time is so long, 9 minutes.
Jeez, that is long. That's...
Turn 2 setup.
They're pivotal, like, especially early if you don't have switches. They're pivotal for the deck to be able to run, because if you don't have them, you can't switch in and out and go into Gengar, then bounce into a Robo Sub, and you kind of get locked up without switches. So, yeah. 3 double colors. Oh, the promo one's so pretty. Oh. Yeah, again, you will sometimes need them, especially if you get locked out of the Dimension Valleys and you can't go on a Wobbuffet and your opponent has 9 tails. Proxy.
Proxy 9 tails. Protest this shit.
You will, at points, need to have the double colors just so you can attack with a Gengar. And very rarely to put it on Wobbuffet, but really you don't want to do that. And last but not least, 6 Psychic Energies. I was running the old school ones, but I got these
Nice
promo
foil.
play ones. I find that this foil is just kind of like the secret rare for Yu-Gi-Oh! As opposed to reverse holo foil.
It just looks nice.
It just looks nice. This is kind of like the super from Yu-Gi-Oh! With how it looks.
Yeah,
Reverse
it's just
holo.
like the
And-
flat. It's like
yeah.
a flat hollow, not a sort of cross.
And these are crosshair sparklies, so they look more like secrets, which is nice. But yeah, that's my deck profile.
Jab secrets.
If you really want to know any more details about these or about the Pokemon TCG, just message down below, and House and/or I will get back to you.
We can also, if by popular demand, we can also do like mini tutorials on how things work.
Yeah.
Yada yada.
Just an important note that if you have your own Wobbuffet out, you can't Shaman. You can Hooper when he comes out, but you can't actually Shaman. So
Yeah, because he blocks all non-psychic abilities.
Which is-
when he's the active.
yeah, which is again why this is important, because you want a free retreat so you can actually use your own Gengar. Sorry, your own Shaman.
can attack.
So you can actually do something. And yeah, like, the deck does revolve around denying prizes and stuff from your opponent. Because you can't speed energies out, if you turn 1 have to put an energy on Wobbuffet, that's 2 more turns before your Mega Gengar can even attack because there's no Mega Turbos. And same with the normal Gengar-EX. So you really are behind. So having the Robo Subs kind of saves you a lot of pain, like from losing out these guys, because you really don't have that way to rush
energies.
energies.
Win the prize trades very effectively.
That too. Like, yeah. You really don't have that accessibility with his deck to, like, rush out energies. Like, Mega Manectric.
Taking away my cards.
House Run at the moment's running Mega Manectric.
That's what I ran at National.
That's what I ran at Nats, where he got top 8, came 5th.
Yeah.
2 energy Turbo Bolt does 110, and you can attach 2 basic. You have to attach 2 basic energies from your discard onto one of your bench Pokemon.
If you've got 2. If you've got 1, it does 1.
He can, yeah, if you got 1, does 1. He can rush out energy really quickly with this, no problem, but my deck doesn't have the same. Against that deck, I can kind of use that with a Mega Gengar, which I kind of need to do just to stay alive.
Still my attacks.
But unless I have that, yeah, and there's decks that will run Enhanced Hammers and Crushing Hammers as well to stop
your energy.
The energies. So it's really important to kind of stay alive in that time so you can set up. Because if you die, you let anything with your energies die, you just set back so far. But yeah, hopefully this has been a little bit informative and you've enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to like.
Pretty pictures.
That's true. If not,
honor, discipline, and pretty pictures.
If not, just look at the Lysander.
He's sexy, man.
Have you seen a better foil card in your life? Oops.
If so, post below.
If so, comment down below.
With an image.
It's been Dragonknife and Houseren, and we're out. How beautiful is that card? It's so good.
Oh fuck, I can actually play a game. It's been 14 minutes.
You know what I really want? I want Zinnia to come out, and I want it to be full art. That'll be the best looking one. That'll outdo Light.